What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got the DMCA guidelines for legal docs. This has been 10 days. This is the 10th day. Digital Millennium Copyright Act Notification Guidelines. Twitch is a home for creative expression that respects copyright laws and other forms of intellectual property. These are guidelines for streamers, rights holders, and copyright agents to understand how Twitch copyrights takedown process works and what it means for them. Twitch complies with the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, known as the DMCA, and other copyright laws around the world, and for simplicity we refer to these guidelines as our DMCA notification guidelines, and the process described below is our DMC process. If you are a streamer and want to learn more about copyright law and how it impacts your streaming experience on Twitch, we recommend you to visit our copyrights and your own channel learning path, and consider attending copyright school. As with all legal matters, consider consulting a legal professional to obtain specific guidance or answers to questions about what copyright law is or how it applies in a particular situation. What options you have if your content is targeted in a notification or related issues. We strongly encourage you to do so before taking any action that might impact your rights. This guide isn't legal advice and shouldn't be taken as such. Table of contents. The DMCA process of Twitch. Information about rights holders. How to submit a notification of claimed infringement. Information for Twitch streamers. How to submit a counter notification. How to submit a retraction. Repeat infringer policy. Copyright school. Twitch's role. Twitch's actions upon receipt of notifications of claim infringement. Twitch's actions upon receipt of counter notifications. Twitch's actions upon receipt of retractions. Designated copyright agent. Twitch's process for responding to notifications of claimed copyright infringement follows the legal parameters established by the DMCA and similar laws worldwide. Because Twitch is an online service that transmits and hosts user-generated content, this is how we address claims of copyright infringement made by rights holders and their agents. If you are a rights holder or a legally authorized agent, you can submit a notification of claimed infringement, which we call a dmca notification, to Twitch, asking us to remove material that you believe infringes your copyright works. If you are a Twitch streamer and have received one of these notifications, Twitch will send you information about this notification and issue a copyright strike to your account, in accordance with our repeat infringer policy. See below. If you believe that the DMCA notification was sent by mistake or misidentification, you can dispute it by sending Twitch a counter notification or by requesting a retraction from the rights holder.
We expect DMCA notifications and counter notifications to comply with all legal requirements, and we will take into account any failure to comply. Accordingly, we expect that rights holders and their authorized agents will exercise due diligence and take into account exceptions and limitations to copyright. For example, fair use under US law and purposes such as quotation, criticism, review, caricature, parody or pastiche under EU law before submitting DMCA notifications. We similarly expect that streamers will carefully review DMCA notifications they receive and submit counter notifications only where there are valid grounds to do so.
Information for rights holders. How to submit a notification for claimed infringement. Notifications against most types of content can be submitted by filing our web form. Submit a notification of claimed infringement. If you are a rights holder or their legally authorized agent and you believe that material transmitted or stored on our service infringes your copyright, then you may send a then you may submit a notification for claimed infringement through our web form or via our designated copyright agent defined below. That includes the following information. If you don't include all this information, your notification may be ineffective and not acted upon. Today's date, type of material that you're reporting, live stream, VOD, clip, channel artwork, etc. URL where the allegedly infringing material can or could be found. For claims against live streams, please provide a channel URL, e.g. that. For claims against recorded videos, please provide a direct link to the video, e.g. that. URL / VOD _ URL for VODs, URL for clips. For claims against static content on a channel page, such as emotes, panels, or profile pictures, please provide a channel URL, e.g. that URL, and specify the infringing content, e.g. emote name or about panel. 4. Date and time about the alleged infringement when applicable. Live streams. Please indicate ongoing if the alleged infringement is occurring at the time of your submission, e.g. an authorized live sporting event or TV show that is currently being broadcast. 2. If the alleged infringement had concluded by the time of your submission, please indicate past live stream and provide the date and an accurate timestamp or time frame that identifies in Pacific Standard Time where the allegedly infringing activity occurred, e.g. January 21st, 2021 at 5:45 p.m. PST. VODs. Please provide a timestamp of the particular segment of the VOD at which you claim infringement activity has occurred. 2. You can either include a timestamp, e.g. hour, minute, second, or the link to the timestamp portion of the VOD. This can be done by selecting the gear icon and clicking copy video URL at time. 5. Identification for the specific copyrighted work that was allegedly infringed. 6. Link that points directly to an authorized example of the copyright work, if available, e.g. URL to your website or your Twitch page where work is displayed. 7. Name of the rights holder, owner of the copyright person or company. This will be shared with the account holder whose material is identified in the notification. Your relationships to the right holder, e.g. whether you are the rights holder or the authorized agent. 8. Information that allows Twitch and the account holder whose material is identified in the notification to contact you, including
and got a hoodie on, not some thin ass fucking night fucking wear shit.
your name or organization. This will be shared with the account holder whose material is identified in the notification. Your full postal address, street, unit number, city/town, state, mailing code, country.
And my shoulders aching again and my elbows aching again.
Your phone number, including international code. Your email address. This will be shared with the account holder whose material is identified in the notification.
I think it's still supposed to get in the 60s today.
Verify these statements by including and adding your name to the following
Tomorrow's
whatever.
gonna be crappy because tomorrow we're gonna only be 38. Actually, I think it was. Yeah, today's 68 and tomorrow's 38.
I wish to state that I have good faith belief that the use of the material in the manner complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. I wish to state that this notification is accurate, and I wish to state that under penalty of perjury, I am the owner or an agent authorized to act on the behalf of the owner of an exclusive right that is allegedly infringed.
50. When it reaches there.
Twitch generally forwards complete notifications of claimed infringement to the account holder whose material is identified in the notification. This will include the name or organization of the submitter, the names of the rights holder, and the email address submitted.
Potential for severe thunderstorms.
To give the account holder an opportunity to review the allegations of infringement, contact the submitter, e.g., to request a retraction, and other appropriate actions. Please note that copyright complaints have an obligation to preserve evidence of the alleged infringement. Notifications of claimed infringement that includes false statements or knowing misrepresentations will be rejected if Twitch becomes aware of them, or in addition to violating Twitch's terms of service and community guidelines, may subject to the claimant who submitted the notification to legal liability. For example, pursuant to 17 U.S.C. Section 512F. Information about Twitch streamers.
Daniel, today.
How to submit a counter notification.
Huh?
Can you eat gator?
Yeah.
Then why don't they sell it at the grocery
If
store?
you are a Twitch streamer and a notification of claimed infringement has been submitted against content you shared on Twitch, you should review the details we have provided and consider
But
your
they don't
options.
actually want you.
If you believe that the notification and any action Twitch has taken as a result was sent due to a mistake or misidentification, then you may submit a counter notification to dmca notifications at twitch.tv.
The problem at the wrong time of the year when it's got fucking parasites.
Note that there may be legal consequences if you submit a counter notification. For example, if the complaining party wishes to keep the content identified in their DMCA notification disabled after receiving your counter notification, and they have the option of initiating a legal action seeking a court order to restrain you from engaging in a infringing activity. Also, please be aware that we generally forward the information you share as part of your counter notification with the claimant that submitted the DMCA notification against your content. To send a counter notifications, whether responding to a DMCA notification directed to recorded content, a live stream, or something else, please provide all of the following information, all of which will be shared with the claimant. URLs where the material that was the subject of the notification or of claimed infringement appeared before it was identified, removed, or access to it when it was disabled. Name of the claimant.
It's a widely consumed delicacy when they don't sell it in the store.
Who submitted the notification.
Where it's widely consumed is where alligators exist, is where they sell it at.
Your Twitch channel name, e.g. twitch.tv/username, your full legal name, your email address, your full postal address, street, unit number, state, mailing code, country, your phone number, including international code.
Because it's cheap.
You can buy it online.
Verify these statements by including and adding your name to the following evidence. I wish to state that I consent to the jurisdiction of the Federal District Court for the judicial district in which my address is located, or if my address is outside the United States, the judicial district in which Twitch may be found,
Tender like any other meat would.
and will accept services of process from the claimant. I wish to state that I swear under penalty of perjury that I have good faith belief that the material identified in the notification was identified, removed, and or disabled as a result of mistake or misidentification. You also have the option to explain why you believe there was a mistake or misidentification. Keep in mind that failure to provide the information required could result in Twitch being unable to take action in response to your counter notification. How to submit a retraction. If you are a Twitch streamer who has received a notification of being claimed infringement, you can seek a retraction by reaching out to the rights holder or agent who has sent the notification directly. Their content email will be provided in the email you receive from Twitch concerning the DMCA notification, and will also be identified in your copyright claims manager. If you are a rights holder or agent who submitted a DMCA notification that you wish to retract, please email the following information to dmca-notifications@twitch.tv from the same email address as your original notification. Note that we can't process retractions that are sent from a different email address. The date of your original notification and, if applicable, the claim ID. Replying to the date down confirmation email we sent may help us respond more quickly. The copyrights works alleged infringed, the URLs where the allegedly infringing material can be found, an electronic or physical signature. Typing your full legal name is sufficient. My full legal name, Damian Blaine Willard. I'm just sending that out to the internet and around and beyond. My name, don't forget, after I will die, Damian Blaine Willard.
Dude. How many times I gotta tell you not to say your name on the fucking internet?
There's people with 2 middle names, like
What?
Gabe.
What?
There's people with 2 middle names.
But you just said your full legal name was. That's what you said. You did. So now everybody knows what your full legal name is. So when you piss somebody off and they find your address based upon your name and they swat you, then what? There's a reason why people that like to provoke trouble don't say their name.
I'm going back to my reading. Repeat infringer policy.
Okay, I'll just, tell your dad about it when he gets up and he can get on it.
No. We will terminate an account holder's access to the Twitch service if that user is determined by Twitch to be a repeat infringer.
And isn't one of the rules of Twitch is you're not allowed to put out your personal identifying information?
I don't fucking know.
Pretty sure you read that part.
It's name, not address. I haven't said that. Of copyrighted works on the service. Under our policy, a user will be considered a repeat infringer if they accrue free copyright strikes. Twitch reserves the right to terminate accounts that act against Twitch terms of services. Or clearly against the values that Twitch seeks to promote in its community, regardless of how many strikes are involved. Account holders generally accrue a strike when Twitch receives a complete notification of infringement and does not receive a complete counter notification regarding to alleged infringement or a retraction of the notification. Strikes are not permanent, but rather are associated with an account for enough time for Twitch to determine whether the account holder is engaging in repeated infringement such that termination is necessary under this policy. When determining whether account holders are repeat infringers under this policy, we take into consideration complete notifications of claimed infringement from the right holders, complete counter notifications from account holders, retractions from right holders, or other relevant factors or circumstances. Twitch may also ask claimants and or account holders for more information where we think it's necessary to fairly apply our repeat infringer policy. If a relevant court rules that an account holder is an infringer or repeat infringer on Twitch, we will take that ruling a conclusive under our repeat infringer policy to provide judicial determination showing that an account holder is an infringer or a repeat infringer on the Twitch service. Please forward it to our designated copyright agent, see below, with court ruling regarding infringer/repeat infringer in the subject line. Twitch personnel will review the submission and may contact the claimants and or account holder to verify the court ruling and understand its scope. Copyright School. We understand that mistakes happen and want everyone in the Twitch community to have the information needed to educate themselves and avoid making future mistakes. If you receive a copyright strike and are eligible to have the strike removed by completing Copyright School, you will receive an invitation to attend the Copyright School through email and on twitch.tv via a top of page banner notification. You have successfully complete Copyright School following this invitation. One copyright strike will be removed from your account. You can take Copyright School once every 12 months. Because Copyright School contains valuable information for all streamers, we make it available for everyone, not only streamers who have received copyright strike. Completing and viewing a Copyright School without an invitation via email or top of page banner notification on twitch.tv will not decree a copyright strike, nor will it prevent your eligibility to complete it again later to remove a copyright strike. Twitch's role. Twitch does not have the authority or ability to make legal judgments regarding allegations of copyright infringement. It is our policy to follow statutes and court rulings regarding the uses of our services and conduct of our account holders. The dmca and similar laws require that Twitch act as a go-between, processing notifications of claimed infringement from rights holders, and counter notifications from account holders, and notificating the impacted parties. It is the responsibility of the rights holder to the account to resolve a dispute. In addition to facilitating this claim/dispute process, Twitch is also responsible for settling the requirements for must be included in notifications and counter notifications consistent with the requirements of the dmca and similar laws. Keeping track of notifications directed to account holders, counter notifications from account holders, and any court orders regarding these disputes, and adopting and reasonably implementing a policy that requires termination in appropriate circumstances of account holders who repeatedly engage in copyright infringement on Twitch. We call this our repeat infringer policy and is discussed in detail above. Twitch's actions upon receipt of notifications of claimed infringement. If Twitch receives a complete notifications from a rights holder or their legally authorized agent claiming that content on a channel infringes the rights of holder's copyright, Twitch generally notifies the account holder. At the same time, we will generally remove or disable access to recorded or other content containing the claimed infringing material. We may disable a live stream and or suspend a account if the claimed infringement is continuing at the time we receive the rights holder's notification. Twitch's actions upon receipt of counter notifications.
If Twitch receives a complete counter notification from an account holder, Twitch generally notifies the claimant who submitted the original notification. At the same time, we may restore recorded content containing the claimed infringing material. Disputed notifications generally will not qualify for a strike under our repeat infringer policy, discussed in more detail above, unless and until the dispute has been resolved by the account holder and the rights holder. Please note that Twitch may not be able to reinstate certain material or access to it due to factors such as the passage of time or the format in which the material was broadcast or stored.
Twitch's actions upon receipt of retractions. If Twitch receives a retraction from the rights holder or their legally authorized agent, we may restore recorded content containing the claimed infringing material, and the disputed notification will not qualify for a strike under our repeat infringer policy, discussed in more detail above. Please note that Twitch may not be able to reinstate certain material or access to it due to factors such as the passage of time or the format in which the material was broadcast or stored. Designated copyright agent. Twitch Interactive Incorporated operates www.twitch.tv, twitchrivals.com, and twitchcon.com. Twitch's designated copyright agent receives notification of claimed infringement, counter notifications, and retractions. If you are a rights holder or their legally authorized agent and believe that content on any Twitch-operated websites or application infringes upon your copyright, you may submit a DMC notification to request that Twitch remove or disable access to that content. The fastest way to get a response to your DMCA notice is to fill in our online form at LAT. Alternatively, if you prefer to submit your DMCA notification by email, physical mail, or phone, here's how to do so. Email DMCA-notifications at twitch.tv. Mailing address, attention, copyright agent, 350 Bush Street, 2nd floor, San Francisco, California, 94104, United States of America. Phone 415-262-9766. If you would like to submit a counter notification if you are a streamer, or a retraction if you are a copyright holder or their legally authorized agent, the fastest way to get a response is to send it to the email listed above. Please be aware that our online form can only accept submissions for DMCA notifications at this time and should not be used to submit counter notifications or retractions. Alternatively, if you prefer to submit your counter notification or retraction via mail, physical mail, or phone, you may reach out at the mailing address and number listed above. For information on reporting a trademark violation or Twitch's process for responding to trademark reports, please review Twitch's trademark policy. Any other requests for support or other communication should be directed to Twitch customer service through that. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's too early.